Okay, all right. So we just read the end of the chapter 5, and then the chapter 6 we did only about 50%. Okay, so I will just probably just go through those two slides quickly, and then get down to the chapter 6. So chapter 5 end. So we have seen that Kasi Sahib was really walking into the assembly of the Vaishnavas. And the beauty is here, because nowhere else this kind of things actually happens, because Muslims are really very intimately related to our Siddhanta in many ways. So what you really see here is, because according to Quran, the Jivatmas have been divided into two. That's Ruh. Ruh means Jiva. Ruh. So one is liberated. That means they have, they already, like the liberator, and they are actually serving the Lord. They are living with the Lord. That's what they say. Live with the Lord. So those jivas are called Ruh Mujarat. Okay, they are liberated and they are living with God. Then Ruh Tarkibi. That means they are the fallen jivas. They really are caught into the material world. This is very similar to what our Siddhanta is also. Very, very similar. Okay. So now, also, we really saw that Quran, it is saying that Lord has no form. But if you see that, then what is what do you mean by living with the God? And then, they also say in Quran saying that you, by seeing the God, by looking at, you are blissful. There is no worship. But just by looking at the Lord all the time, and you'll be immensely happy. But the thing is, that means there's a form. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised to Chand Kasi, those who really know about Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yes, so he said the same thing, saying, yes, what that means by no form for the Lord means, God doesn't have a material form. He has a spiritual form which we cannot see, we cannot understand. Okay, so then also who are Sufis? Sufis are actually very similar to the Advaitavadis. Like Shankaracharya's line that we have been actually talking about. Okay, so what do they say? I am God, you are God. You can worship anyone. Right? Pancha Upasana, we really covered the last week. So this is how they say. They are actually very much in line with the Sufis. So in fact, what happened if you really see the Middle East? These are the two groups. They really try to kill each other. This is actually constant fight going on there. Okay, all right. So the debate actually began between the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas because Vidyaratna actually got angry by seeing that Muslim Kasi Sahib to really come and then mingle with the Vaishnavas, and he got so angry, and that was why he really got the whole thing. Now, to be really, for us to understand in the background, who are Brahmanas and who are Vaishnavas? Brahmanas actually are part of the Varnashrama system. Okay, but Vaishnavas Vaishnavas do not have Varnashrama system. We are beyond caste and religion and creed, whatever. No, we don't have anything like that. We are actually having a caste-less system. There is no caste. So beyond all Varnan castes and above Brahmanas. Because why? Because Bhakti is the supreme. And Brahmanas, they get into actually what Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. Their Bhakti is Pancha Upasana. That's different. That is not the real Bhakti. Okay, so we have to understand that there is a big difference between Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Okay, Vaishnavas do not have any caste problem, and Brahmanas do. They are the top in the Varnavas. Okay, so the topic was why Vaishnavas are actually mingling with Muslims. So Muslims are not in the Varnashrama, and then they are actually called outcast. So if you see that, look at here. So this is the Varnashrama and the outcast. I really put the outcast separately out of that. Right? What the outcast? Those who do not, by their quality, they do not fit into this Varnashrama, that Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Sudra, they are actually called outcast. Okay? So, but however, you have to really understand, is Varna by birth? Actually, it is not, in the sense partial, because by birth, because of the previous karma, one has accrued, and this actually given an opportunity to start with. That doesn't mean there is no guarantee that he will be actually having the same quality. So, birth is only a indication that there is a chance because of the karma. But whatever the quality that he develops, that he really has, that is what is actually the Varna. Okay, so it is by, not by birth alone, it is by the one's quality that they develop. So now, do outcasts eligible for bhakti? Absolutely, absolutely. This is what, you just read that also. Alright. Now, if you see that, because we have karma, jnana, ashtanga and bhakti. Okay, I am just pulling ashtanga here as, it is actually part of karma plus jnana in between there. So now if you see that, what is the ultimate goal for those who really go through the karma yoga? Their target is heaven. So jnana yoga, right, who really aspire for the jnana, their target is actually Brahman, merging in Brahman. And those who really go with the Ashtanga yoga, their target is for getting siddhic power. Okay, so now for those who are really in the bhakti yoga, their target is only Bhagavan. Okay, so this is very important. So their destination is not same; they are different. So the karma ganda, that is where you see the varnashrama, and they do yajna, and of course because they are the one who really deal with all these kind of the yajna and that yaga and all those things there. They require one has to be a brahmana by birth. Okay, because they are going with the varnashrama very strictly. Jnana, it is actually somewhat in between, because jnana, what are the things that actually typically, how do you know what the jnana marga consists of? Viveka, vairagya, shat sambad, which there are again 6 things under that. Shama, that means calmness. Dhamma, that means self-control. Uparati, renunciation. Tidikshu, tolerance. Shraddha, faith, and samadhana, that is concentration. And then the last, the fourth one is the mumukshutva. Okay, so these are the angas of jnana marga. Okay, now if we take the ashtanga, I think some of you probably would have really gone through this one. Yama, niyama, asana. In fact, we did a big karikata before long time back. Okay, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. When actually it's actually getting high in this ashtanga yoga, at the stage of dharana, that is the place where Lord Krishna just throws a what like a dog bone to see whether he wants siddhic power or me. Okay, so that is where they become Sai Baba. Okay, so if anyone catches that and they become siddhic power, they are all Sai Baba. That's what the thing is. So that happens in the stage of Dharana. Okay, now talking about the bhakti, so we have 9 angas of bhakti that we really covered, right? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmani Vedanam. Okay, so we really covered that before also. Now, Krishna Bhakti is the topmost. Because if you see that this is from Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 47th text, if you really see that, Yoginam api sarvesham mat gadenanandar atmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mattaha. Lord Krishna says, of all the yogis, karma yogis, jnana yogis, ashtanga yogis, or kundalini yogis, whatever you really want to call. I didn't really put all the yoga system there. So he says, of all the yogis, blanket statement, one who with great love renders devotional service to me, he is the highest of all the yogis. Done, that is it. This is the final thing that's written on stone. So bhakti, that means loving devotion service to him, is the topmost. Okay. Now if you see that, you also saw the thing as tat karma yogna swabhava. Okay. So this means depending on one's quality, right? Isn't it one's nature? So how does the nature come again? The nature can come really, so to start with, it starts with the birth, of course, but then the association is the one. Association and the inclination. And these are all going to add up to really finally come up with the guna. Many people may be asking, where do I fall in? Am I a Brahmana? Am I a Kshatriya? Am I a Vaishya? Am I a Sudra? Or I am a Andyajya? This is actually a very important slide. You can actually check that against. Okay, do I have sama, sense control? Do I have dhamma, mind control? Do I do tapas, like all kinds of austerities that I really follow? Saucha, am I really very, very clean in everything? Santosha, I am really satisfied with what I got. Kshama, forgiveness. Saralata, simplicity. Isha Bhakti, that means Bhakti for Bhagavan, right? Then Daya, mercy, Satya, truthfulness. Okay, these are all the qualities of the Brahmanas. Kshatriyas, they have Tejas, Bala, right? So much of strength, bodily strength. They will be all interested in actually building the strength only. Dhriti, decision making. Saurya, heroism. Tijaksha, tolerance. Udarata, magnanimity. Udyama, perseverance. And Dhairata, gravity. Then Brahmanyatya means, he will be respecting to the other pre-society. Aishwarya, they are the one who will deal with that. Okay, it doesn't mean that they are hankering for it. They will always have so much of Aishwarya because they are all kings and all the administrative class. Vaishya, Astikya, they are the one who really have much more faith in God. Dana, they are the one who really give charity. For example, if you see the Gujarati, all the Patels and all those, they are really the topmost charities. They are all Vaishyas. Because Lord Krishna was also Vaishya. Okay. So Nishta, they will have faith. And Adambikata, no pride. They will not have pride at all. If you see their life, that's what it is. Even though they have Artha Trishna. What is Artha Trishna? They have massive eagerness to amass wealth. That is called Artha Trishna. So these are the qualities of Vaishya. Then what about Sutra? Sutra means Tvija go Deva Seva. Tvija means Brahmanas. Because twice born. Because one by seminal birth and second by initiation by under a guru. So that's why Tvija. Then go means what? Cows. And Deva, all the like the Deva means actually the gods, right? Demigods. And Seva, they will be all worshipping all the gods and everything, and also taking care of cows and plowing and all the things also they can do. But usually they are all laborers. Okay. Then Yatha Labha Santosha means whatever that they will get, they will be satisfied. Yes, this is I'm good. I'm good for my living. They are actually very, very, very satisfied. Okay, that is a sutra. Okay. Now if you see that, sometime back I really put a chart, right? 10% of the population will be Brahmana, the 20% of the population will be Kshatriya, and the 30% will be Vaishya, 40% will be Sutra, taking the outcast out of the system. Okay. So that is how I will put that. Even if within our body, 10% is brain and the 20% is our defense system, arms and everything, right? And then the stomach and all the digestive system and the distribution of these, all the systems are actually Vaishya characteristic, and the Sutra is basically all the legs. That is the big part of our body is actually legs. Okay, so without they really take us, we can't do anything. So they are the workers. Okay, so this is how. So these all came from Bhagavan's body, in fact, right? So it's basically representative, and that the same thing is in our body also. It's very intricately designed actually. So now who are the Andhyajas, outcast? Asaucham. What is the Saucham? Saucham means cleanliness. These people don't even clean their own home. It's really all kinds of bad thing they do. Okay, that is Ausacham. Mithya, dishonest. They will tell something here, something somewhere else. This is what? This is what they we call like you just hear from someone and then talk to someone else and talk untruth things. That is the dishonest, Mithya. Chaurya means thievery. They really rob things. Whatever that they can really take, we want to take care, they can actually take advantage, they will do it. Okay, so that is Chaurya. Then Nashikata, they are the one who really don't really believe in God. People think that, a lot of people believe in God. No, not like that. Anyone who really believes in the worship God only for the sake of their own material gain, they are also Nastika actually. Okay, this is another topic altogether. Then Vritta Kalaha means unnecessary thing they will start quarrel. Suppose somebody says something, they will hear and then they make a big fight out of it. Okay, that is the Vritta Kalaha. Okay. Kama means lust. They are completely empowered by lust. Kama. Alright? And Krodha, anger. Then Indriya Trishna. That means their only purpose is to really satisfy their own body. So these people do not even come into the Varnashrama system at all. Which one do I belong? This is the chart. You can actually check with there and then say, okay, this is me, and then you can tell what is my duty. Because otherwise you may get confused, right? Okay, what is my duty? What I am supposed to do? Yeah, you have to fit in where you belong to. Right? Outcast is not even coming to the system. Okay? But Vaishnavas do not have anything to do with this. Okay, this is important. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, even Andhyaja, we do not have any problem. Because bhakti is for everybody. Brahmana, Kshatriyo, Vaishyaha, Sudro va yadi vetaraha, Vishnu bhakti samayukto, jneya, sarvo tamas chasaha. Whether one is a Brahmana, whether one is a Kshatriya, whether one is a Vaishya, or Sutra, or an outcast. Okay, very important. Look at that. That word is very important. Sutrova yadi vetaraha. Out of that, out of the system. Okay. Then if he has taken shelter of Vishnu Bhakti, okay, he is considered to be superior to everyone. See, look at how the Sahasras are actually giving so much into that now. Then also towards the end, we were actually talking about Shraddha. What is Shraddha? Shraddha means spiritual endeavor. So the spiritual endeavor called Shraddha, you can divide that into two cases. Tatvika Shraddha or Atatvika Shraddha. So Tatvika Shraddha is the one which is solely for attaining Bhagavan only. So that is the only one which really gives you the eligibility for bhakti. Okay, this is very important. Tatvika. Okay, Tatvika Shraddha. Then Atatvika Shraddha, what is that then? Oh, I am going to the temple because I want to become a big shot. I want to gain so much of these things, everything. I am going to going to put so much of money, so many lakhs of the things and the diamonds and this and gold, everything in the Hundi of Balaji. This is Atatvika. Okay, for pride, for prestige, for worldly desires. This is why there is a fundamental difference here. Whether you are really Krishna Bhakta or non-Krishna Bhakta, this is the difference here. Why I am actually having this Shraddha is the belief in God, belief in whatever I worship. What is the base? What is the basic reason behind? For myself or my prestige, for me, and it's all going to be just for taking care of you only. You are actually going to the temple or to the church or wherever you go, you are not in the Bhagavan, in the Tatvika category. Okay, this is very important. Look at this. Jaiva Dharma, I will tell you, I can take only just one paragraph and I can talk for probably hours for you. But I don't have the time. This is the beauty of the Jaiva Dharma. It is so intense, so condensed. We think like that. It's like it goes to like a drama or something. But it is really so much inside. Everyone is a bomb that that has so much of power inside. Okay. Now, I want to conclude a couple of slides. Evolution of a Krishna Bhakta. We just got the hint by reading those. Remember, when one starts with the Dharmi, right? So Dharmi means what? A normal person. I want this, I want a job, I want a home, I want this, that, everything. Okay, good. Okay, comfortably, they want to be living as a Dharmi. Okay. Now, eventually, what happens is, if by Krishna's arrangement, they will get disgust in the material endeavors. They will understand the pleasures are actually miseries. Because we already have three kinds of miseries there. Isn't it? That, the problem that actually comes because of my body and mind. Right? That Adhyatmika. Then the problem coming because of others. Like coronavirus. Or China problem. And this problem, border problem, or terrorists and so many things are coming there. This is Adi Bhautika. Another body is actually giving problem for us. Then even otherwise what? Adi Devika. All right, the big earthquakes and cyclones and these and everything, that is another one beating up. So what is the point here? I mean, we are trying to really find some pleasure here. There is nothing. There is no pleasure here at all. So they will get disgusted. That is step number one. Then they will be looking for. They will start reading Bhagavad Gita. They will start here and there and here and there. And they said, I think I want some help. If they really want to go to the next step, this is the place they accept a guru. This is the demarcation, comes right there. Then he will be given the mantra, he will be given the sadhana, everything, and then they have to, of course, go through that very rigorously. And they get to the next stage. Their desires gets vanquished. There is no desire. You know, they think that I don't care, whatever that the Lord gives, I am fine. All the doubts will vanquish. How? Because of Gurudev. Because the Guru is really going to really chastise you. He is going to be teaching you. He is going to ask you to really learn this, learn that, discuss that. And so now what the doubts are also destroyed. When the doubts get destroyed and the desires vanquished, that itself is the cleaning of your heart. You are actually cleaning. So because the heart is getting clean, that is the time Bhagavan comes and then sits there in your heart. Okay? Then goes to the third stage. This is very, very unique. I will tell you. If you ask someone who says, I don't want to go to heaven, I don't want even mukti. Okay, bhukti is out of the question. Okay, I am not talking about the bhukti. Those are really gone. This is mukti. Rejects heaven. Rejects liberation completely. Rejects Vaikunta even. That is what. You read that right there. Towards the last one, that's how it was entering. Because my devotee, what? That's it. It's unalloyed devotion. It doesn't matter what he really, what he gives to me. I will accept it. Okay. So there was a nice slokas there. Proktena bhakti yogena bhakti, bhajato ma sakrut munega kama hridayaya nashayandi sarve mai hridistide, and then another one also goes there. So I don't want to really go through that detail yet. So those are the two slokas from the scriptures that actually puts the same thing. Now, starting from the Dharmachari, okay, all right, I really put the previous slide, right? What was that? So I started with Dharmachari, who is the zero, the level 0, then goes to the first one, etc. But if you see to become a real Krishna Bhakta, this is really very, very tricky. Yesterday actually we really used the thing in the Harikatha also. Dharmachari matye bahuta karmanishta koti karmanishta matye eka jnani shrestha koti jnani matye haya eka jana mukta koti mukta matye durlabha, hardly eka Krishna Bhakta. Among the followers of Vedic Dharma, most of them follow the process of karma and karma yoga. Out of millions of such people, there may be one who is actually wise, a jnani. Out of the karma yogis, then become a jnani. Out of many millions of such wise persons, only one may actually become liberated, a mukta. Look at here again, right? It's a koti, because in English, there is nothing like a koti, so they say millions, they say. Right? And out of many millions of such liberated persons, a pure devotee of Krishna is rarely found. No, I am also Krishna Bhakta. I have a guru also, even I took that. If we say that Krishna will take care of everything, you are not a Krishna Bhakta. Yeah, Krishna will take care. I give everything to Krishna. No, you are not Krishna Bhakta. That means you are expecting some favor. I will give everything to Krishna. Okay, he will take care of. What do you mean he will take care of? That means you are expecting something in some favor. This is called karma mishra bhakti. This is nothing to do with Krishna. It's only fake Krishna bhakti. Alright? Now, power of Krishna bhakti is so high. Everything that can be achieved by karma, jnana, right, detachment, mystic yoga, charity, religious duties, and all other means of perfecting life is easily achieved by a devotee through loving service unto me. If somehow or other my devotee desires promotion to heaven, liberation, or residence in my abode, he easily achieves such benediction. But will a real Krishna Bhakta really ask for, I want Goloka Vrindavan? No. His only purpose, his only thing is, you don't care, I don't care, oh Lord. You may put me as a home in the, wherever you want. But the only thing is, I want to serve you somehow. I want to only give. So all the other bhakti is only what? To pull. Give. You put one, 10 paisa in the hundi. I am looking for a 1 lakh in return. This is not Krishna Bhakti. It has nothing to do with Krishna Bhakti. Okay, now, the thing also, It will be ending eventually like this. Apichetsu duracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhuryeva cha mant bhyaha sam yog vyavasito hi saha. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotion service, he is to be considered as a saint because he is properly situated. Look at here how Krishna, this is for Bhagavad Gita 9:30. Look at here how he is saying, my bhakta, a real bhakta, even sometimes he may be knowing or unknowingly, he may do some blunder, but still he is a sadhu. He is a sadhu because he is my bhakta. So in summary, Varnashrama, caste system is only applicable for karma kanda. Vaishnavas are beyond varna and caste. And what is the tattvika shraddha? That is the only thing that is give you as the eligibility to be in the bhakti line, to be a Krishna bhakta. I am not talking about upasana, all the bhaktis. No. Bhakti means whole Jaiva Dharma is talking about Krishna bhakti. That's what it is. Now there are 3 stages of Krishna bhakta. I just expanded that, right? Dharmi, the desires, then after that understand pleasures or miseries, then he really, then he accepts the Guru at that point, then his desires vanquished and doubts destroyed, then, what the third stage is, he rejects even heaven, liberation, and throw the Vaikuntha out. This is what Krishna Bhakti is very, very superior. Okay? So, you all should be really, you have to thank the Lord that you are able to really, listen this about Krishna and Krishna Bhakti. This is not available for everybody. Unless you have done some sukruti, punya in your previous birth. This is not possible. Okay? With being said that, thank you and Hare Krishna.